One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. And the Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Utah State's offense will go to work first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He's got the tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down. The Aggies have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Lofts one high indeed. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Ducks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
The Ducks line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He'll keep it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Burr putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Quick completion to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Ellis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. He'll pull it on the read. Makes him talk to the hand. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes the catch. It's Hill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fires downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Creates a little room. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Open space at the 25. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Liberty rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Lynchburg. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And first down for the offense.
They're going to ride this running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Now adjusting. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's Ellis. He's out past the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Parrish. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turn. The ball. To their offense and make those big. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover. The pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
21, Utah State, 0.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Pulls it in. It's Ellis. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's got it on the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback extends the play. And the ball slipped out. Offense scoops it up and still going. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Wants to throw on first down.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Gets it to him on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. Third down.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. This is going to be a tough field goal try. 55 yards and from the left hash. It is good. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Got a little space. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll run play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's and looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. And yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Finding an escape route.
The returner is brought down at the
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33.
1st and 10.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Sets up the screen. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Callaway. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
1st down for the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. quickly complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Down on the play. At the 35-yard line. Good enough.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Second down coming up.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Turbin. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Bringing the heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just feeds the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for room, it's Ellis. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Keeps it and gets to 1st down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Ducks are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. Run in the red zone. It's Valentine.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
2nd down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Running into the open space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They've been running it, but now the pass. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a crease to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, going up top. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll keep it himself. And the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And first down for the offense.
He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The short hands, it's Brown. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this knee didn't let him sniff that first down marker. They kick it away on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Wants to return it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.